I think that sleeping your way to the top is something that people knock Kamala Harris for so much, but really, is it her fault? Matt Cook here, welcome. I'm going to talk about this whole thing about sleeping your way to the top. And if there's anything wrong with that, I will say that this has nothing to do with whether you like Kamala Harris or not. It has a lot to do with how we look at women and men in a power position. So let's watch for a moment.
It's not relevant. It is relevant when a young candidate tries to sleep her way into politics and into power. And that is what it appears Kamala Harris did when she was a young political aspirant in San Francisco, when she had an affair with a man 30 years older than she was 29 to 30.
All right, let me just stop there. By the way, I think Megan Kelly, she's very cute, very good looking young woman. Maybe not so young, but very wonderful looking woman. And as a man, I notice these things. We all notice these things. So, first of all, the idea of it being a terrible thing to sleep your way to the top, as if that's. I did meet Willie Brown one time. He's a very nice and charming man when he was in his heyday. It was amazing. And I don't agree with his politics in the very least. I don't agree with Kamala's politics in the very least. But I think the criticism, the ad hominem attack of her, that she got where she is because she used sex. You know what? We all should be using every tool in the arsenal. If you're a man, why should you have one arm tied behind your back in your desire for power and money and prestige? Of course you don't. You use everything you can. You use your looks. Maybe you lift weights. Maybe you get a different haircut, wear good clothes. We all package ourselves and we all use all the tools at our disposal. So women have traditionally used sex. That's normal. That's what we expect. That's absolutely fine. And the other thing I want to bring your attention to on this video, the other thing I want to bring your attention to is the comment of he was 30 years younger. I've noticed that women just get so fired up about men who end up wanting to be with a much younger woman. Why shouldn't a man want to do that? I think it's perfectly normal. It's a perfectly good thing. And traditionally, typically, if you look over history and the times we're in today, young women are very attractive, they're sexy, they can be wonderful. And as an older man, when you have power, prestige, money, of course you would want to be with a younger woman. Now, that does not apply to me, Matt Cook, because I follow an entirely different path. I follow a path where I am madly in love with my wife, have been for almost 40 years, and we practice a level of intimacy that is so tremendous and so loving and so wonderful that I have so much love in my heart for my wife and she for me that this is unthinkable that I would ever stray or that she would ever stray. We totally trust each other 100%. We are living the dream. And anybody can live that dream who understands this particular path, this particular track that I call the oxytocin track, which I will be developing for you in future videos. But what I want to get at now is this resentment of women for men who go for younger women, and this idea that she should not have used her, let's just say it's true, her sexual allure to sleep with a powerful man and to move up in the world. I think you could say a lot of things wrong about Kamala. You could say a lot of things wrong about her, but there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that's a terribly stupid attack. Let's attack her for her views. Let's attack her for being unpresidential or being someone that is unable to maintain an interview in a ad hoc, ad lib format, going back and forth as a real person. She's someone who's obviously not comfortable in her own skin. She's highly insecure. She projects that insecurity. Those are all real things we can talk about. But the past and blaming her for something that any woman would do, really, who is smart and sexy and young, any woman would do that. I don't mean that they would sleep with Willie Brown, but any woman would use all the powers that they have to move up in the world. And they should, and they ought to, and they will. And that's the way of the world. So stop knocking her for sleeping her way to the top. Matt Cook, if you like this video, please hit and subscribe. I am going to be doing these videos every day, and we're going to be trying to get promoted. I had so much censorship in the past about my health videos. Most of my health stuff I can't even put on YouTube. But if you're interested in that, you can go to dailymedicaldiscoveries.com and you can enter your email address and you can get my daily newsletter. And you'll also get the newsletter from my associate, Dr. R.A. McGill, who's a board certified physician. And you'll love that. So we'll see you. Talk to you tomorrow.